Monster Hunter Wilds is one of the most popular, up-and-coming games in 2025. There's a lot to discuss, so I'm going to leave timestamps below so that you can view a specific topic if you'd like. The monsters in this game are stunning. If you've played the beta, then you'd know even the beginning ones that you start with, they are awesome looking. If you've been keeping up with the launch trailers for this game, then you'd know that we're going to see a lot of new and old monsters in this game, and wow, do they look impressive. The term that describes the monsters in this game is impressive. Everything about them. The design, the attack patterns. I've played the beta on PlayStation 5, and it is amazing. I had a blast with all the different elements of the game, and I enjoyed the monsters probably most of all. Monsters can also now have wounds on them that can weaken the monster over time, and you can deal more damage to specific wounds on the monster. Or, if you would like, you can immediately destroy a wound and deal some massive damage very quickly with a special attack. As for the weapons that you use to hunt said monsters, they've improved upon them quite a lot, and I mean all of them. Each one has at least gotten an update or a buff, and they've added some abilities that surprised me, to be honest with you. There's a specific ability that some of the weapons have, the defensive weapons in particular, that you can essentially parry the monster's attack and go into an interlocked stance with the monster, and it is mind-boggling to look at. You are very tense in this moment if you're playing the beta or the game and you get into this interlock. Wow, the moment I was in that moment, the first time I was like, oh, what button do I press? So it was definitely a welcomed new experience. They've even made some weapons, like the bow, semi-viable. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using the bow at any point, but it does seem to be a little bit more effective than it was in other games. One more impressive thing about this game is the environment. It's very, very reminiscent of Monster Hunter World. If you enjoyed that game, I can assure you, you're going to enjoy this game, because they have improved upon the environment a lot. They made it so much more interactive for you and the monsters. Just in general, everything is a big plus for the environment. When the game was announced, people were saying that the game was going to be like almost an open world Monster Hunter game. And while it's not exactly like an open world Monster Hunter game, it is definitely more open world than a game like Monster Hunter Rise. World had expeditions. I'd say they're a little bit more free than expeditions. That being said, the environment itself is stunning to look at. They made it gorgeous. It's beautiful. There's different weathers. I mean, they made it so much more realistic in this crazy, fantastical Monster Hunter world. It's just fun to look at. All of these combine to the question, they all lead up to the question, is the game actually fun to play? And I'm gonna have to say it checks that box. It is fun to play. You have a blast looking at all of these crazy features, and the fact that they changed the weapons, and even like all the monsters have like new abilities and all this, like it's crazy cool. And it's finally nice to have something in 2025 that you know is not going to be a huge flop. Because I mean, everything in video game media right now, you're like, okay, so this game, has 10 million players right now, but next week it'll have, 5. Not 5 million, but 5 individuals playing the game. So it's nice to see something that will last. Because of course Monster Hunter it's a very old title. People have been playing it since way back when. If you don't already have this game on your radar, I would definitely start looking into it, because wow, this will take up a lot of your time. A lot of your playtime. I promise you that. Those are my thoughts and opinions on the game. It's looking good in my opinion, I'll be honest. So please tell me what you thought in the comments, and I'll see you next time.